Hey, Stormside family, don't mind regular show on in the background. I have that on to help me. It kind of helps me stay focused. It reminds me of my kids just being around, but that's to say the least of it. I told you I keep it real, regardless how shitty or whatever I'm going through, how I feel. I promised you all I would read chapter 1 to my fantasy novel Legacy of the Valacrux Saga of Alkeon, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Just give me one moment as I get set up. Alright, chapter 1, The Throne Without a Voice. This is something I've been trying to put together for like 10 years. It's been something I've been molding. So I hope everybody's enjoying it so far, especially the paid subscribers, Susan and Michael. I hope you guys enjoy this because this is something I've been working on for a long time. Alright, here we go. Before the sky split and the stars screamed, heaven burned like a flawless jewel in the universe. Its throne pulsed with breath of creation itself, the voice that called light out of the void and chained the dark. Now the throne is silent, not slain, not gone, withdrawn. The kingdom of heaven staggers under the weight of absence. 7 archangels once held the crown aloft. Michael, the flame, Gabriel, the herald, Uriel, the watcher, Caligriel, judgment's whispers, Samuel, the blade, Elicard, the oathkeeper, Alkeon, the radiant. Together they bent stars to will, together they sang creation's hymn. But unity shattered on the eve of the assembly. One archangel was found with his throat carved open, before choir could sing, and there stood Alkeon, accused, framed, his blade slick with borrowed blood. The vote broke, heaven in half. 3 cried mercy, 3 called exile. Then came Caligriel's whisper, cutting louder than any trumpet. Let the fallen fall. And Alkeon fell. When an archangel falls, it's no gentle blaze across the sky. It's a Valacrux, a rupture that tears eternity wide open. Mountains cracked, oceans convulsed, mortals screamed as time itself bled. Valacrux scars became battlegrounds. Angels fighting to reclaim, demons thirsting to corrupt, necromancers clawing into the wounds of creation, shaping them into conduits of undeath. The necromancer kings had risen, 5 rulers of bone and shadow, each carving dominion from corpses of worlds. Their armies of skeletal legions march out, conquest alone, but for prophecy, the rebirth of necromancer god. But for prophecy, the rebirth of a necromancer god, a being lost in the first wars of light and dark. Very powerful god, so everybody knows. I'm going to go off and say some stuff at times. A very powerful being that supposedly might even be more powerful than God. The kings of the Valacrux are keys. Sorry everybody. The kings know. The Valacrux are keys. Each rupture is a door. Meaning like the kings of mortal men, the necromancers, the demons, and everything. Every faction. The Valacrux are keys. Each rupture is a door, and every soul spilled at their altars is a brick enthroned, and they are building from death. Essentially, if there's a Valacrux torn open, and there's a war, and people die where the Valacrux is, it gives the being power, whoever is able to win, so to speak, at the battle, or whatever. The earth below rots, kingdoms drown in war. Kings trade men, because it's very powerful. You get power from this. I'm sorry, I'm again, I have a lot going on, and I'm trying here, everybody, so just bear with me. I'll get better. But real talk, I'm dealing with a lot, losing my hotel, trying to see my kids and everything. I don't mean to go off track here, if you're wondering why I'm a little. But I'm trying here, everybody. Like, I told you I'd be real, but here we go. The earth below rots, kingdoms drown in war, kings trade men like coins, spilling blood that tips heaven's scales, but the scales are rigged. Caligriel, judgment's whisper, has bargained with hell's 75% of all. Hold on 1 second. 75% of all human souls are dragged screaming into the abyss, feeding the infernal armies. Val Zahar, prime demon, having content with its quarter share, watches in silence. Heaven's content with its quarter share, watches in silence. Blind or complicit. And yet, the exile walks. Alkeon lives. His wings torn, his power halved, his throne shattered, but his soul unbroken. Among 6 who condemned him, one remains faithful, Valacrux, the Oathkeeper. His whisper bleeds from behind heaven's gates, carrying truth to the fallen. But above heaven and beneath hell lies another truth. The Solari. Elemental guardians of the living plane. Oh, my computer's gonna die soon. Of the living plane, older than angel or demon, older than even the wars of light or in shadow. They do not speak in words, but in storm and fire, and they groan. In the groan of the earth and roar of the tide, for millennia they have slumbered, but every Valacrux rouses them further, which means that they start to awaken. When too many ruptures split the world, when balance shatters, the Solari will rise. The throne is silent, the scales are broken, necromancer kings gather, hell fattens on souls, and in the shadows of the kingdom of men, Alkeon claws his way back from the dirt, bloody, betrayed, radiant still. The fallen will rise. The exile is not finished. My note for everyone, just so you know. Family, thank you for being here with me in the beginning of the legacy of the Valacrux Saga of Alkeon. The story has been burning inside me for years. In Chapter 1, The Throne Without a Voice is just a crack of lightning. The chapter is free for everyone because I want you to step into the world of Alkeon and the Archangels to Valacrux and Necromancer Kings without hesitation. But from here on out, the journey continues behind paid subscription wall, just so you know. Why? Because this isn't just a story, it's my lifeline. I'm fighting to reunite with my kids and keep my family together, and support from this community is what keeps the fire burning and helps keep this alive and helps keep me fighting, just so everybody knows. If you support this, just know what you're really supporting here and how much it really means to me. Just like Susan and Michael, you're my family now, and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. You can support by being a subscriber on Substack. I have my Venmo up and everything, my Cash App, Ko-fi, if anybody wants to check it out. Depending on how all this goes and everything, maybe I'll reach out to 2 as maybe one more freebie, but we'll see how it goes, everybody. I hope you're all having a beautiful Thursday, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching as I read my first chapter. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Thank you from Suicide. Hope everybody has a good day.